Hey, so we have this YouTube show, right? It's called What Are People Doing? Where we kind of ask you what you might be up to at the moment, where you might have been coming from, and, what do you have going on? I don't need your social security number or anything. We just want to get in your business a little bit. We're kind of nosy. We're a little nosy. Hey, there goes the guy right there on the way. You asked about the food robot.
He's on his way to the mugging.
He's on his way. He's either going to pick up or drop off the food. But, just want to know what's going on with you guys, get a little nosy. So what is your name and where are you guys from?
All right. So we're Ed and Carroll. We're from Peachtree City, Georgia.
Harold?
Ed and Carroll.
Yeah, I'm
Ed
Carroll.
and Carroll.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
Peachtree City.
Peachtree City.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Peachtree City. That's like that's down 75. Is that south?
Down 85. Yeah.
Down 85.
It's a town down there where everybody has a golf cart.
Yeah, it's the home of the golf cart path.
Oh, okay. It's the home of the golf. It's a big golf court down there. Big
Yeah.
golf course.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. So you guys enjoy golf?
No.
No.
No? It's like, listen, this is where it's peaceful at. Well, we know that, and so it's a golf
We
course
like
around
golf
here.
courses, though.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, so that's what's up. So what do you do if you can divulge?
Yeah, sure. So, so I'm a firefighter and Carroll owns a hair salon.
Firefighter and a hair salon. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So you live in Peachtree City right now. Where are you guys originally from?
We're both from up north. Carroll's from Long Island and I'm from Pittsburgh.
Pittsman?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Home of the
Oh,
Steelers.
Steel
Yeah.
City.
Yeah,
I've been
that's
up there.
right.
Y'all got some hills up there down 376, right? Is it 376?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna leave you with one funny story though.
Yeah.
So, at one point in my career, I lived and worked on Long Island, and I found the women there undateable. And I couldn't wait to move to Georgia to meet a nice Georgia girl.
Yes.
So I moved down here 30 years ago, and I meet a girl from Long Island.
From Long Island. That's funny. That's funny. It's like, oh, well, it was meant to be.
But it worked out. So here we
Yeah,
are.
that's
So,
good. How long were you a firefighter for?
only 6 years. Is it my third career? Is a late life decision.
That's what's up. That's
There's
what's
no
up.
age limit here in Georgia, so as long as you can pass a fitness test, you can do it.
Exactly. That's good. That's good. And what about you, Carol? Carol, right?
Yes, I'm Carol, and I've been a hairstylist for 45 years.
Wow. So that's just kind of been like
Yeah.
just you had your Barbie dolls
Yeah.
and you used to get busy, right?
You're true.
That's
true.
what's
That is
up.
true.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah,
So-
that's true.
You coming from Pittsburgh, right? And those hills over there, right? Take me through that because we're gonna come up a little bit and then we're gonna go where you guys joined in, okay? So I'm gonna ask both of you. So take me a little bit through that. Coming up in Pittsburgh, how was that, and what was your transition out of like school into adult life? What was that first transition like?
Yeah. So Pittsburgh used to be a steel town, right? And it's
Right.
transformed itself, and it's really doing well now. But when I was there, the steel mills were collapsing.
Okay.
And so they were dying, right? And so there wasn't a lot of careers. I managed to pull together enough money for college. I went off to school, and I was running out of money, and the U.S. Navy came in and gave me enough money to graduate from school. So I went
Right.
off and did that and got out of Pittsburgh.
So you went into the service and,
Yeah,
and,
that's right.
and did the Navy thing. That's what's up. How long was it when you were out of high school before the Navy came in?
About 4 years.
About 4 years. So you kind of bumped a little bit, kind of see what was going on.
Yep.
And so you kind of had to take that leap of faith and be brave. So you went into the Navy. What was your first send-off going into the Navy? I'm pretty sure it was basic training, but where did you go to basic training?
Newport, Rhode Island.
Newport, Rhode Island. So you went up north. How was that a little bit?
It was good. It wasn't that bad. So I was ready for it. So it was a good experience.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And so after basic training, where was your first send-off?
So I went to a bunch of schools because I was in the nuclear engineering program.
Nuclear engineering program. So you kind of had to be creative. What did you do there? Like what?
So in that program, you run the nuclear reactors and the submarines and the aircraft carriers.
You run the reactor. So you kind of just watching for things, looking for sensors.
Yeah. Make
and-
sure you don't melt stuff through the bottom of the ship. That's really important.
Oh, yeah, that's real important, man. That's real important. No, Ed, that's important because if the bottom of the ship melts, we're gonna fall into the water. Something tragic is
That's
gonna
really
happen.
bad.
So,
Yeah, it's super not good.
right. So, take me through that because we're getting into your heroism right now. What
I
was?
don't know about that, but
No, don't be modest,
it's,
Ed.
it's a lot of training, a lot of studying, and making sure you do things right every time.
Right. That's good, but you wanted to make sure, like you say, it's a lot of training, a lot of studying. You just wanted to make sure you were on top of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Coming up, when you were coming up in Pittsburgh, did you kind of take me through your childhood, your formative years, things like that. Did you kind of where did that come from? Where that kind of like, did you have that discipline and kind of like trying to make sure everybody was all right? Were you the one that locked the windows at night? Things like that.
Yes, definitely, but most of it comes from your parents, right? And so whether you got good parents or good adults around you, that's always the way it is. And so the adults that you see in your life are going to change who you are. And so if you have responsible adults around you, you're going to be like that.
Right.
And I'm going to be really biased here. And young men especially, and it's not necessarily, it doesn't mean it's for women too, but for young men, they will find a male role model.
Right.
And if that role model isn't a good person, they're not going to be a good person, because young men want to follow somebody.
Right.
And they are going to follow somebody.
Yeah.
And so if they've got a great role model, whether that's an uncle, a dad, a big brother, a grandpa, whoever it is, they're going to be like that. If they don't, they're going to find the nearest thug.
Right. And so just making sure.
So I was really lucky. I had a lot of good role models.
Yeah.
Both coaches, teachers, and my dad. They all showed me the right way to live your life. You treat women, you treat work, and treat your religion.
Making sure everything is taken care of, and you kind of set yourself up to always be calm. Mm-hmm. Can you say that? Kind of set yourself up to be calm, right?
I think more, whether it was calm or not, but always to take care of first things first.
Right.
God, family, country, that's your priorities. Your fourth priority is what I'm doing right now, and that's work.
That's what's up. And that took you into being a firefighter. We're going to get into that. Carroll, we want to come over onto you, kind of like take me through that coming up where you say you was from, and then we're going to get into where you two meet and get into a little bit of your firefighter. I want to hear one firefighter where it was the most intense call. I want to come back to that. So we're going to go into you, Carroll. So you grew up in Long Island, right?
I grew up in
Long Island, New York. Was it busy, fast?
Suburb of New York City, so I'm about 45-minute train ride from New York City. So it was a great place to grow up, very suburban. But I always had a love for being creative and doing what I do just kind of is a natural thing for me, and I've been doing it since I'm 16 years old.
Right.
So I've never, I've enjoyed it for every day that I've ever done it. And when I was 32, I started my first business, and I had my first salon. I had it for 20 years, and it was a great experience, and I really loved it.
Yeah.
And then I moved on to my somewhat retirement, and then I started a second one, and now I'm 10 years into my second one. I've really enjoyed it, but I love what I do, and I love the creative part of it, but most importantly in what I do is that I've experienced and enjoyed some very wonderful relationships.
Connections, I was going to say that.
have been 30 years at this point since I've lived in Georgia since 1996, that I have really enjoyed the relationships I've had with people.
Both of your salons are in Georgia?
They are, correct. They're
both
in Peachtree City. Yes.
Okay, so let me go into that. So coming up, do you have siblings or anything like that?
I do. I'm one of 4, and I'm one of 3 sisters, which is most important. So I'm in the middle of the 3 sisters.
You're in the middle of the 3 sisters. So you had an older brother over you?
He's deceased, but yes, we have an older brother.
Okay, my condolences.
The oldest as well.
That's what's up. And so take me through that. You being creative, and that was your gift, but you didn't start your salon until you 32. So take me through coming out of high school. Kind of what did you do to kind of find your groove?
I did go to community college when I got out of high school, and I did that for a little while. It's a struggle to grow up. Long Island is a challenge of a place to
tough place.
Make it as a young single woman, because the cost of living is so high.
Right.
So I started out, and I enjoyed it, but it's a little. I have to say, living in the South has been a great gift to me. Living down here, so I moved here to get a fresh start and to be able to live in a place that was really a great place for a young person. And then I met my husband.
Okay, so one more question about that. So take me through that mindset, because I'm pretty sure you had to be brave and you had to kind of take a leap of faith. Go back to that mindset where you were like, listen, I have a gift and I'm going to open up a salon. Because take me through that, because you're saying Long Island was kind of tough. What was kind of the switch where it's like, I need to get on my entrepreneurial?
Well, that's an interesting question, because I think for me personally, it was a a very strong survival instinct.
Yes.
And be given the opportunities that were in the South.
Yeah.
They were so great, and they were more supportive for a young business person. So I would say that I was very motivated by the opportunities that were given by a young, growing community that we lived in, which was Peachtree City at the time. So
you kind of did your homework and kind of research where you were going.
And it was a good place to kind of reinvent yourself.
Right.
So, yeah.
So if you can divulge, because you know this is going to inspire someone. If you can divulge, did you have to build up the capital? How did you get the funds to open your salon?
I would have to say I was a little bit crafty.
Okay, you did something creative.
I was a little. I don't know if it was necessarily creative, but I was a little crafty in the way I did it. So, I took some risks, and I had family help me. And I was determined to make it, so I was able to do it.
That's good.
So,
Carroll said she did a little bit, you know what I'm saying, that she's not going to speak on, but you know, it was a different world back then. It wasn't no social media, it wasn't a lot of cameras.
That's true.
We had to do what we had to do back then.
That's true, and it wasn't illegal, but I did things within the law. But I was a little creative.
And if she didn't do it within the law, she's not going to tell you guys. But no, I'm just joking.
She was creative with debt.
Okay. That's what's up. But you know, everything worked out. You here, and everything's lovely.
Amen.
You got 2 salons.
I do.
That's what's up.
Amen.
So your salon grew from 1, and then you went to 2. Are you trying to still?
Yeah, I sold one, and then I moved on to the second one.
Oh, you sold one.
Yeah, I sold the first one, that was my original one.
It was in Peachtree City.
And that was a much bigger one, and then I moved on to my second one. Yeah.
It was in Georgia.
Correct. Yes. I'm still in
Take me through that mindset. If you can divulge, what went into selling, or did you just want to go small, real quick?
I had a partner that he had just decided to retire, so we just decided to go our own separate ways.
Just going a
and then
different
it's a bit of a challenge when you're self-employed to become an employee.
Yeah.
So the transition was not really for me.
Right.
So it was either, just find a new way of doing things and simplify it a little bit, which I did. And that was
things just change. That's what it is. I always say, the only thing for certain is change.
Amen.
You know? So coming back to you, Ed, you go into firefighter. You did the service. What did you do after the service? I'm sorry. You said
I was in a lot of corporate jobs for a long time. So I traveled around the world, did a lot of manufacturing in different countries. I've been to 32 different countries. What was all over the place? But then, I felt like the military story was unwritten. Yeah. And I'd always wanted to be a firefighter, and I was kind of burnt out from traveling, so I became a firefighter.
Yeah. What was your best place that you traveled to? What was your best country that you remember being?
This one.
There we go, Ed. You know how to do it. You know how to set it right. Excluding this one though, was there any favorite that you had outside of the country? Because you know America's your favorite.
Yeah,
we know that.
I'd say Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, down there in the Caribbean, it was paradise down there. You liked it. They ate food off the tree. It wasn't so much of,
some of that.
You see, people could live off the land, right? Because
it's a great country. They believe in freedom. It's very open. And it's just
they take great pride in their country.
Yeah, they take a lot of pride in it. Yeah. So when you go there, it's a safe place to be. The people love it. They're super friendly. They're very vibrant. Yeah. And I'm stereotyping, of course, for a whole country, which you really can't do.
Right.
But they
you had a good experience.
It's a really good experience. I've been there more than 30 times, and it was always a pleasant experience. I love the people down there. They're highly educated too. I think something like 70% of the young people there have college degrees. Mm-hmm. So you can believe that. So it's just a great place.
You knew your favorite country. You knew what was going on. So let me ask you, get into the fire. Do you have any firefighter action? And that's brave to be a firefighter. Take me into that mindset, and then give me the best firefighter action you can give me.
It's really just kind of like falling. You do a lot of training, right? You just fall back to training, and I can't stand here and say I've done anything brave because I've never been afraid one time. Even in those couple situations where I'm like, oh, this is a little bit like, this could go a little bit sideways. I was never afraid because I was always surrounded by men and women who knew more than me, and I knew who had my back. And I couldn't go that far wrong. because they're all around you and
right.
they got you. So
you've been with that camaraderie, that team calmness.
And I've been very blessed to be with some amazing firefighters. And Peachtree City has some great people.
Yeah.
And so it's never really been that, people say hero and stuff, and it's like, no, it's not that way at all, because you're surrounded by these people who are better than you.
Did you have fear going into it?
No,
jitters?
I'd say there was a few times where I was like, I thought, wow, this is really hot in here, and I haven't been in that many fires, right? So we don't have a lot of fires down there. It was like, oh, it's really hot. This could kind of get to be a mess. And you just kind of look left and right, and you're like, oh, we're all right. I'm with these guys. I mean, how bad could it get?
So y'all saved some lives.
Yeah, and so the life saving is really on the medical calls, and that's kind of where you get a little bit afraid, So someone's right on the border, and you're like, oh, I can't screw this up.
Right.
I don't want to hurt this person. I want to give them the best care possible.
Right.
And probably the best moments I had, and this is somebody who actually stopped breathing. The heart had stopped, and everybody's kind of like spooling up, and I was spooling up. And a guy who's my chief now, and I won't embarrass him to say his name, he just said, hey, everybody stop for a second.
Right.
All right, let's do this. And like everyone just calmed down and brought everything down a second, and we saved the guy's life.
Right.
And it was like, so it was like those kind of moments like really make it worthwhile. There's a lot of mundane stuff. There's a lot of stuff that you're like, why are we here? What are we doing?
Right.
It really
part of the job
to have those few moments.
Those few moments. Ever carried someone out of a burning building or house or anything like that?
We've carried some people that had died out of a house and brought it back to life though. So
there we go. So good career all around with the firefighter. That's good. The hairdressing. So I want to get in you guys' business a little bit more, and I'm gonna let you go.
Well, we got a theater to go to here. So you get one more question. How's that? Is that fair?
Okay, maybe two more, because I gotta ask you.
I wish the guys on the other side asked one more question.
Maybe two more, because I want to know where did you guys meet, and how long were you married?
So we've been married 27 years. And
wow,
we met
kids?
On a blind date, if you can believe that.
No kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. We were introduced by friends.
That's awesome. Blind date. Both sides. Oh, man. It gets juicy as it goes along, Ed. I'm sorry. Were there any fears going into the blind date? What was your mindset going into the blind date?
No.
Just going to hang out and see?
It was super casual, because it wasn't like, a setup date. It was like some friends were meeting, it was like, you need to meet this girl. So it was,
okay.
So it was one of those things where you could like bug out if you needed to.
So after you guys did the date, did you say, hey, I'm feeling you? Did you exchange numbers after the date?
Well, he said, I'm not going to call you for 2 weeks because the Olympics are in town and my parents are coming to visit.
Which I had a good date.
Oh, okay.
Sounds
I'm
like
okay
an
with
excuse,
that.
doesn't it?
I was a little busy then anyway.
Yeah.
And then he called me 2 weeks later, and we've been inseparable ever since. So.
That's what's up.
So,
That's what's
when
up.
you meet the right person, it's
Yeah.
easy. So there were no challenges. And I can't add any drama to it. So.
I was scared.
You were scared, Ed?
Yeah, I knew my single days were over.
Ed with the funnies, man. That's what's up. So, yeah, you're right. One last question.
Right.
So, both of you guys, I want you to answer this individually. What is your current fight right now? What are you actually trying to learn and master in real time? What is your current real-time fight? You're trying to master something. You're learning something. Anything. Could be anything that you're into. It could be, man, I'm trying to see the last episode of so-and-so, Like, it could be anything.
So my big thing is, so you could be a 1%er in your age group, but that means, in my age group, I'm 60. Right?
Okay.
So I could be a 1%er at 60, but that makes me average at 25. And so my day-to-day fight is staying in shape enough to earn the right to remain a firefighter and to keep up with the young people in my crew. So that's a day-by-day thing. And so people say, what days you work out? The days ending and why.
Yeah. Staying sharp, keeping a clear mind. I like that. What about you, Carroll?
Did you mean a fight between us?
No.
The struggle, what's your ambition?
Yeah, what are you trying to learn? Are you trying to learn
Honestly,
something?
I'm just,
trying to master something?
At the stage of life that I am, I'm just trying to figure out what is the next right move to be fulfilled personally.
Yeah.
And to find, not to find the next chapter, like to find retirement to be something that's not as fulfilling as having a very full work life. So right now, that's my personal challenge.
Just your personal, just trying to stay on the groove and stay on top of things. Both of y'all are looking good. Y'all just trying to, stay on top of things and keep the flow that y'all have going. Keep that going. I like that. That's the current fight. I like that. So, I'm gonna let you go. My show wouldn't be called What Are People Doing if I didn't get a little nosy. What y'all doing? Y'all out here walking, looking good, giving relationship goals. Where y'all going at?
We're going to the Fox.
Y'all going to the Fox Theater? Oh, good date, good date.
See some dancing.
Y'all gonna see some dancing. Y'all are always in Atlanta prancing around, huh? Y'all come up when y'all are too calm and it's too collected down at the golf course. Y'all like, listen, let's go and get a little action in the city. What we we doing tonight?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Where y'all coming from?
Echo, right down the street.
Yeah.
The what?
Echo, the restaurant is down that way.
Oh, y'all had a nice little restaurant, nice meal. Okay, that's what's up. Ed and Carroll, this has been a good one. I appreciate y'all stopping and being good sports.
You're awesome at what you do.
I'm awesome. Am I okay interviewer?
Oh yeah, you're amazing.
Awesome.
You're amazing. So your YouTube channel's gonna just take off like crazy. I know it.
Appreciate it, man.
Maybe not because of us, but I'm sure.
No, y'all gonna be one of the highlights. Appreciate that. Y'all have a good one.
All right, have a blessed day.
All right.